What's up, comic book people out there? It's Wednesday, and it's a very DC heavy day, especially being that I'm reading a lot more DC titles. Let's see what I got. First, I got Flash, issue number 1. This is the first issue to be done after Rebirth. The main focus of this issue is to reiterate that Barry Allen, the Flash, knows that there's been years taken away from him and some of the other superheroes, and that he remembers the original Wally West as being his sidekick, and this also brings in Wally West Jr., who's going to be taking the mantle of Kid Flash very soon. But this also leaves off on a huge note that could potentially introduce a new hero or a new villain. Next up is Justice League number 52. This issue directly deals with the death of the New 52 universe's Superman, and gives somewhat of an explanation as to why Lex Luthor decided to come in and become Metropolis's new Superman, which that story leads into Action Comics, which brings us to issue number 958. In the previous issue, Lex announced to Metropolis that he was the new Superman, which really ticked off the Superman from the previous universe who had been hiding in the New 52 universe with Lois and his son. And this causes him to come out of hiding, but unfortunately, when he goes to Metropolis, he's attacked by Doomsday. This entire issue is just a huge, massive battle, and I'm very happy with it. It's been so long since I've been interested in Superman, but this totally drugged me back in. Now move over to Aquaman issue number 1. Again, this is after Rebirth. Aquaman is trying to make amends with the surface dwellers and his own people. His brother caused so many different problems, but there's an even bigger problem. As you can tell from the cover, Black Manta is back. He's generally considered the worst enemy of Aquaman, so it is fitting that he is the main villain that's going to be starting up his new series. Next, I have Batman Detective Comics number 935. This comic book is explaining a little bit as to why Tim Drake is returned back to being a Robin for Batman. Or Red Robin, whatever. I know the New 52 made a big deal about Tim Drake never being an actual Robin, even though that contradicts one of the earlier issues of Tim Drake stating that he was a Robin. But anyways, it was nice that Bruce acknowledged that Tim Drake was a Robin to him, and that made me feel really good about everything. Batwoman is starting up her training with Orphan, Spoiler, Red Robin, and Clayface. The looming threat of the big bad in this story arc who's killing off vigilantes is still there. In fact, the issue ends on a huge note. Moving over to Marvel Comics, I only got 2 different titles, one of which was Deadpool v Gambit, which I wasn't that big of a fan of. It was kind of funny, and if you want to read something Deadpool related and you haven't seen much about Gambit lately, you know what, this would be okay, but otherwise it wasn't something that I think I'm going to continue on. The other title I got was Sam Wilson Captain America issue number 10. Sam is still dealing with the fact that a lot of people aren't happy with the idea that he is still Captain America, despite the fact that Steve Rogers is back. But the biggest focus of this issue is that he was dealing with the death of James Rhodes, also known as War Machine. It was a very sad issue, and it brought together a lot of superheroes, particularly a lot of the black superheroes in the Marvel Universe. Not all of them showed up, but they did focus on the more popular characters that Marvel's known for. It's a very sad issue. War Machine died very heroically, but still, this is also leading directly into the storyline for Civil War 2. That's my comic load for this week. I also got Wonder Woman issue number 1. I'll go into that storyline in another video. So that's it for now. Thank you guys for joining me in this comic book review. Be sure to check out my Patreon site, my social media sites, my websites, and everything else out there. Peace, love, namaste, and I'll see you guys later. Peace. Detective Comics is definitely bringing Tim Drake back to the way he was before the New 52 universe, which I'm really happy about. This issue does go into a little bit more of his relationship with Spoiler, which a lot of people have been waiting for something like that to happen.